You don't know if he was trying to get in behind him, or as you talked about, you're in the trial where the car gets a little bit light. Maybe he lost the front of his car, had to chase it up the racetrack. Not real sure, but obviously contact started with him.
Alex Boinette in the 97 from Montreal, Canada. Got tagged and then around he went.
That's a big hit right there. Ray Black Jr. in that white, blue, red car, those 7. When you're up against the wall and somebody comes into the side of you and hits you like that, that is a big impact. It doesn't look as dramatic as, say, Kyle Busch's wreck looked today in practice, but that one really hurts.
Another look at speed.
That camera really shows just the speed these cars are traveling. I think it's easy to lose touch with how fast they're going because these drivers do such a great job of running in these tight packs, but when the car gets backwards, it's amazing how much faster it looks like it's going. The competition yellow.
And Elliott's out.
Oh, the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to go around. He catches the 48. The big one happens in front. 2 of Austin Dillon is collected. 3 of Ty Dillon gets through.
Definitely left front damage.
Brennan Poole involved in the 48. You see the 19 part. Daniel Suarez. A win already this season. Austin Dillon, last year's winner in the Xfinity Series race on this 4th of July weekend.
This is everybody's fear at Daytona and Talladega, getting in a wreck. You didn't start it. You had nothing to do with it, but you get torn up. It is what makes Daytona so frustrating for drivers. It's so much fun to race here, so much energy.
Joe Nemechek, Justin Marks. Take a look at what happens.
It all starts right here with Darrell Wallace Jr. and Brennan Poole. You see trying to help the 48, trying to help the 6, but as the 6 moves left to right with contact with the bumper, it spins it out. Heavy contact between the 42 and the 2. The 2 gets airborne, but safely comes back on the tires.
And that is why NASCAR does not want these guys locking bumpers. It's why they don't want pushing. And again, it creates this rule that they have to enforce, which is very difficult, but this is why they have that rule. Brendan Poole gets into the back of the 6, trying to help the 6. Didn't get his front bumper lined up to the 6 like he needed to. Got the 6 going in the wrong direction. This works well when done properly, but when not done properly, this is the result.
Eric Jones in the 20, also involved. The only driver with a win this season in the Xfinity Series regular that wasn't involved was Elliott Sadler, and that's because he was out front. That was the contact Eric Jones felt.
Hold it.
That noise, that sound, that impact, that's why I'm sitting up here. Just, you know, you can expect coming to Daytona you're going to be in a wreck. You just expect it.
And then the contact there.
We just got caught in the right rear. We made it through it, but then we got clipped in the right rear. Going to come to you with right side damage, guys.
Daniel Suarez is almost completely clear. But you see right here, there's a gap between the 6 and the 48. As that gap starts to close, the 48 hits him once, everything's fine. And then he hits him a second time closer to the right rear corner, and you see that starts to move the tail of the 6 from left to right. Darrell Wallace Jr. does the best he can to regain control, but at these speeds he loses control, gets into the 20, and then you start to see just back and forth. You see the 19 and Daniel Suarez as it leaves the screen, almost has it collected. The 2, great to see that car come back onto the ground. We saw cars go airborne in Talladega. That car could have easily went up into the air and flipped over. The roof flaps open, the cowl flaps open, set the 2 back on the ground.
And the problem started with where Brendan Poole was trying to bump drag. You're still in the corner. You're still turning the wheel. Your car is not loaded up in the straight.
Oh, and around goes the 20. Eric Jones spins now.
Get it locked down there. Nothing else coming.
And the caution comes out.
Nothing coming when you're ready.
It's been a tough night already. The 3rd caution coming out. Eric Jones around again.
Bring it to us as best you can here. I don't think you hit anything, did you?
Sounds like he's got a tire down to me. Sounds like it may have been why he spun, or maybe after he spun he flat spotted it, but sounds like you can hear it. Yeah, I think he probably cut a right rear tire. He had damage on the right rear quarter panel from the previous wreck. You can see all the tape quite possibly the tire got against something that had been damaged and ended up cutting the sidewall of the tire. That would be my guess. I don't know for sure, but I'd say that's a pretty good guess. Anytime you can spin at Daytona with cars behind you and don't hit anything,
it's pretty good.
That's a good day.
Yeah. But it has been feast or famine for Eric Jones this year. 2 wins already, but also finishes outside the top 20. Definitely right rear tire.
Hang on to it there. Hang on to it. We lost the right rear some, guys. Get it locked down there. All clear. Stay up there. Stay up there. Stay up there. Keep still on the box. Stay up there. Cautious out. Cautious out.
That was Daniel Suarez we were riding along with.
He called it before it happened.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of smoke coming out of the tailpipes, and he saw it, and he called it before it happened.
Sometimes you can even smell it. You know, as that engine starts to go sour, starts burning, oil comes out of the exhaust.
Oh, and another one around is going to hit the inside wall. That is the 19 of Daniel Suarez. Big damage to the front end of Daniel Suarez. He's going to put the window net down. This is one he can't drive back to the pit road or the garage.
Yeah, put that window net down.
Full speed. Let's take another look.
Just looks like might be contact between the two cars. It looks at this point that the tires are still up until they lock up. We can't see the left front. You see the right front below there as it slides across the pavement. But right here, you're going to see a great shot of the impact. Watch the soft wall. Watch how much it deforms as that 19 hits it. You're going to see how it absorbs the energy right here. A big hit. Great wary hit. You know, a few farther feet down, that wall turns back out to allow the safety vehicles come in and out. Luckily, he hit where he did. But it was great to see him drop the window, as you mentioned, Joe.
Yeah, I don't like that wall where it turns out like that. I wish the wall could continue straight and they move the inside wall. But you see right here, he got up the racetrack. I don't know if he had a problem prior to that. Obviously, he either had a tire going down or a handling issue. He got up the racetrack, got into the side of the car beside him, and that got him going in this direction. Big impact.
Yeah.
Again, you know, thank you to Daytona International Speedway for putting these safer barriers up all the way around the racetrack. Again, you cannot control where these cars are going to hit. They will find places in walls. They will find places to hit. Have to have those barriers. Right here.
Outside.
He gets up the racetrack. Got a little bit loose. Had to chase up the racetrack. Made a little bit of contact. That started this whole incident.
You see him bring his hands into his belt so that his hands aren't on the steering wheel in case that steering wheel whips.
It does.
The wall.
Steering mechanisms in these cars over the years have become faster and faster. And what that means is when you lose control and the front tires go back and forth when you hit the wheel, that wheel can turn 180 degrees.
Running second and around goes to 15. Ryan Ellis slides sideways. The right rear goes down. Ellis was running in the 10th spot.
Left side flick up. Right side's down. Okay. Get it back here, guys. Run it away. Rock it.
Ryan Ellis, a 26-year-old out of Ashburn, Virginia. And he will bring out the 6th caution.
See Ryan Ellis on the bottom of the racetrack. Everything looks normal and calm right there. He gets a little bit loose, get in the corner, but everything seemed to settle down. Obviously, he had a tire going down. You saw the big sparks come out of the car. Tire was going down. Car got lower to the racetrack. Did a really good job of not hitting anything. So really doesn't have any damage. I don't think the splitter ever hit very hard. I think he's in pretty good shape. Again, when you spin at Daytona in front of cars, you don't have major contact. You consider yourself lucky. Get on pit road, put some tires on, and get going.
Well, he did a good job. You just see right here keeping it down on the racetrack. If he, right there when he tries to overcorrect, it shoots back up. He somehow got the wheel back to the left, kept it on the bottom half of the racetrack, avoiding those cars above him.
You have to do everything you can. Oh, spin, got a caution.
We're going to have a caution as they spin behind. This time it's the 92. Excuse me. 93. That's David Starr in the 93 around, and the caution comes out again. It looks as though we'll go overtime.
And everything, try to get her going here, man.
David Starr in the 93. Around. This is the 7th caution.
Push start me.
Be pushed.
See David Starr on the inside as he entered turn 3. He got loose on the inside of the 14. He just couldn't get away from him and chased the race car, spun in front of the 4, nowhere Brendan Poole can go. Don't know if he had a tire going down, had some sort of an issue, but they entered turn 3 really close together. I don't know if he was pulling the air off the 93 and he couldn't get away from him, couldn't turn. See how close they are?
Benny Gordon in the 14. And then nowhere to go for Brendan Poole. He tries to go up the racetrack, but gets caught up as David Starr went up the racetrack. Here's riding along with Ty Dillon. It happened right in front of him.
So the 4 and the 93 got together. That was what happened. The 4 and the 93 got together
Turn 3.
on the straight, and that pushed the 93 up into it.
And then 4 collected there as the 93 slid sideways down the racetrack. Ross Chastain behind the wheel of the 4. So as comfortable as David Reagan could feel out in front, no more comfort. Allgaier giving a shove to Eric Almirola, and into the wall goes David. David Reagan slamming into the wall.
Behind you, no caution yet. Outside.
Darrell Wallace Jr. Look at the wreck that happened behind them. David Reagan hard into the wall. And quite a few cars caught up after the fact.
Oh, that's a big impact. Now I understand why NASCAR wanted to roll safety personnel. That's a big impact. Car essentially went underneath another car, another impact from behind. So, you know, again, listen, I know race fans want these things to end under green, but you can't fault NASCAR in this situation. No. That's heavy impact from 2 cars right there, and it only gets worse as this wreck continues.
Blake Cook in the 11 involved. David Reagan bouncing around like a pinball. 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. shooting across the track through the infield. Joey Gase in the 52.
This impact right here with the 11, the outside wall.
And then another impact right there.
Yeah, I just, again, we wanted to end at the start-finish line, no doubt. But they wanted to roll safety personnel. There are a lot of hard impacts on the back straightaway. They tried to give it a shot. They tried to go green.